How you guys doing? My name is Jeremy, and right now I am being extorted by my government, and they're doing everything in their power to leave me homeless, and I don't know what to do. Um, Let me start. I have some notes here. That it's just been a nightmare for me. I'll be posting more videos to explain the backstory of this, and this video is just to explain my current situation. The current situation started back in November with Erie County, New York, who is suspending my driver's license due to what they claim is unpaid child support. I do have a grown child in Erie County, New York. This sounds simple, I know. You've got some unpaid child support, they're keeping your license, just pay the unpaid child support. I know that sounds simple. First, 3 years ago, I beat this case in court showing that the mother targeted me for ill intent in a one night stand and that she got pregnant. I submitted evidence to show that she was paid by my adopted family to target me. After years of fighting the court, they closed the case. It was a huge nightmare I thought I had behind me. So 3 years ago, this case was completely closed. All debts, anything occurred, everything gone out of the computer. I don't owe anything. They gave me my license back, and I was to go on with my life. But why did this start back in November with somebody claiming I owe money when the courts can't even show I owe? Anywho, I'm now in California. This child was never allowed in my life. They suspended my license in November. I was shocked because this case is closed. I contacted the support unit who is holding my license in suspension. And I even agreed to start a payment plan that would get me my license back until I can get the courts to investigate why this is now reopened for some weird reason. The support unit began a world of games, and now it's the end of February, and after hundreds and hundreds of hours of jumping their hoops, they will not give me my license back, and they go out of their way to harass me. And they've even screamed at me on the phone that I have no rights and that I must comply after I do comply. I contacted 3 different offices at the court in Erie County, their DA's office. They say that this case was closed 3 years ago. And so now, since it's not open, they can't help, and they don't know why the support unit is now coming after me. They tell me to contact the Erie County Executive's office, who has jurisdiction over the support unit. This is now turned into a nightmare of months and months of contacting this office, and all they're doing is playing all the same games, and no matter how many hoops I jump, they won't even call me back. I spent 2 months calling the Erie County Executive's office every day, multiple times a day, explaining that all of this and stating that they have jurisdiction. At first, they were like, no, we don't even have jurisdiction. I said, yes, you have jurisdiction. So it took me a month and a half just to explain to them what their job was so they would agree that they'll do their job. And then finally, they gave me some guy, David Brajanowski, who's supposed to be the one taking care of this. He told me to send them all the paperwork that I've sent to the support unit and that he would take care of this. Well, I did that, and now he won't call me back. And so I'm calling them every day now again. Every day that the office is open, I start at 6 o'clock California time, and I work until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon our time, calling their office every 15 minutes, every 20 minutes, every 30 minutes. Has anybody looked into this? Will anybody help me? No, they don't care. I'm citing federal law. They don't care. I haven't been able to work since November because of this, and I've blown through my savings to stay in the apartment I'm in. I'm a week away from needing to pay rent again, and I can't work. They won't give me my license. I can't drive. I can't work. This is pure extortion. The support unit has stated multiple times that they want 12 grand up front paid in full. But I have the right to a payment program. They won't honor that. In November, they asked for piles and piles of paperwork from me in order for me to be able to be on a payment plan. That was just a joke, and they won't accept any of it and will only want money from me paid in full. So they say, you fill this out, 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 turn it in, and we'll put you on a payment program. I've done this 6 or 7 times. Every time that I send it in, she tells me, no, we're not accepting it. You put zeros where it asked you to put zeros, and because you did what it told you to do, we're not going to accept this. Fill it out again. I've played that game 6 or 7 times with these people. Every time they just send me all the paperwork back blank. I've been doing this since November. I got dozens and dozens and dozens of emails and dozens and dozens of calls to them. They won't do anything. Now there is another issue. I can show that back in November when these people started these games, they say it was 4 months before November they took the license. Anywho, I can show that there's somebody from my case who is motivating the support unit to do this. And I have submitted evidence. The court won't even investigate. When I tell the support unit that this person, Kayla Schroeder from the department, from the support unit, who is in contact with people that I know who are telling her to do this and who are motivating her to weaponize her job against me, and that I request someone besides Kay Schroeder to contact me back and to work with me to get me on a payment plan, they tell me they don't care. And that no matter what, even if it violates a conflict of interest or if it violates federal laws, that I have to submit to Kayla Schroeder, and they won't allow me to talk to anybody else but her. I have sent them many federal laws, citing many federal laws, showing them what's being violated, including harassment and hate crimes. I ask that Kayla Schroeder doesn't contact me back anymore, and as soon as I ask them to do that, she contacts me back vindictively. All the time. I say, hey, please don't have her contact me back. This is a conflict of interest. It violates federal laws. They say, we don't care, and she contacts me back. Completely harassment. It's complete stalking. I don't know what to do. I lose my apartment in a week after not working since November, and I've put in hundreds and hundreds of hours trying to get my license back. This is extortion. I can't get the executive's office to do their job whatsoever. I can't get anyone in the county to do their job. The Buffalo police refused to file a police report after the DA's office told me to call them and get a report filed. I called the FBI and they hung up on me after screaming at me. I have thoroughly documented everything and have been submitting it to the United States Attorney General's office, and they're not contacting me back either. I'm going to start ending the video now because there is so much more that I can say, but I don't want to get this too confusing. What do? What would you do? It is physically impossible to get my license back now unless I pay them in full for a case that isn't even open and a case that I don't even have a debt to. I have 20 years of extortion from this court that has left me homeless, unable to drive or work for over 15 years, and that will be explained in future videos. It took me years and years of fighting to be able to work, to be able to get my license back. I wasn't able to work for over 15 years because of 90% wage garnishments. They took my license, left me on the streets. They raided my apartment at one point. They took everything I had. This was years ago, and they left me homeless. I was homeless for over 15 years fighting these people. Finally, in 2021, I won the case. I got my license back. I've been busting my ass for 3 years. This is my first apartment in 20 years. My first apartment in 20 years. I've been on the streets for over 20 years. It's not even a joke. And I'm in an apartment. I'm trying to take care of myself. I got myself a vehicle. I was working. And now these people are going out of their way to take everything away from me. It's absolutely insane. And the other thing that's insane is in 2021, when I won this case, the support unit literally called me on the phone and threatened my daughter's life. I have been calling them for 3 years now. I have 2,000 pages of letters sent in the past 3 years to authorities, from the federal authorities all over the country. I can't even get a welfare check to see if my daughter's alive or safe. Nobody in the county will even tell me if she's alive or safe after the support unit threatened her life in a phone call in 2021. And so now they're forcing me to pay child support on somebody I don't even know is dead or alive, and somebody that they could have took out. I love you guys. I'm going to leave my Cash App and a GoFundMe I have up. If you can help in any way, please let me know. I've contacted dozens and dozens of attorneys and nothing. If you know an attorney or know any way that I can get my license back, please let me know. This is extortion and nobody should ever have to go through this. I love you guys. Have a blessed and beautiful day.